Thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much. Yes, my name is Daniele Bosio. I'm the coordinator for maritime affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Italy, and I'm also holding on behalf of Italy the co-presidency of the WestMED initiative. We did that in 2020 with Morocco, and we are doing that. We did it this year, which is coming to an end, with Libya. And I'm very pleased that, in particular, this specific 2021, which was difficult, but certainly not without result, we had a partner like Libya, which is coming out of the crisis and becoming a partner for the Western Mediterranean and the Mediterranean and Europe as a whole. Well, this is the third stakeholders conference of the WestMED initiative, which is, as you well know, a fully fledged sea basin strategy within the framework of the EU maritime strategies. That's very important to point out. And if we can say that, the WestMED initiative is probably one of the most advanced maritime strategies in the European system. We were born only 4 years ago, in 2017, but I'm quite confident that we set the pace and an example for other maritime strategies. The initiative is an innovative instrument of cooperation between the countries, regions, and people of the Western Mediterranean to support the sustainable development of the blue economy. I read it because this sentence comes from the Naples Ministerial Declaration of 2017, and it contains the basic philosophy of the initiative. It means that the initiative is an intergovernmental structure, but it calls as well for the involvement of a network of local authorities and private actors, including university research centers, NGOs, businesses, local authorities. Clearly, one of the main characteristics of the initiative is that it requires a joint effort of the civil society, together with the national administration, to reach the common goals that it gave to itself. The initiative was born on the basis of a communication from the Commission to the European Parliament and the Council, accompanied by a framework for action. A Council decision then endorsed the content of the communication and the framework for action, and invited the 10 countries concerned to support and advance in the implementation of the initiative. What does it mean? It means that the initiative has a strong structure of political institutions, and it has a far-reaching political dimension at all Mediterranean level, because, by the way, it has the support of the Union for the Mediterranean Secretariat, and of course, of the Commission itself, the European Commission. What are the goals of the WestMED initiative? They are three: consistent and mutually reinforcing, a safer and more secure maritime space, a smart and resilient blue economy, and a better governance of the sea. It's, in a way, it encompasses the whole range of blue economy activities. The structure is very light. The political level, ensuring the political guidance of the initiative, is only involved when needed. So, allow me, very few possibilities of blah, blah, blah. I couldn't resist that. The real engine is the steering committee, which holds the decision-making power of the initiative and the operational coordination and the implementation of its objective. And then we have a number of tools The crucial element is the assistance mechanism, which operates with the financial support of the European Commission. And then the steering committee can also create technical groups aiming at specific priorities, which must be focused on concrete results and must be limited in time. So, as you can see, it's a very result-oriented, cost-effective, and light structure that is mainly aimed at creating and implementing concrete project and concrete result. We have already set up in these 4 years of life 3 technical groups. The most ancient, let's say, is the technical group on green shipping, and the one which has already produced the most visible and interesting results. The green shipping has 3 aims: allow for a greater spin-off from innovation through logistic chains, transform, renew, and adapt regional shipping and its transition to the use of sustainable fuels and energy sources, and support the use of LNG as a transition energy towards the decarbonization of the sector. Aquaculture was the next step of the WestMED initiative, and last April we create another technical group aimed at fostering and promoting through innovation the development of an ecologically sustainable and economically profitable aquaculture, which meets the need of food security and adaptation of climate change. Here again, we choose very well the words that indicate what are the specific objective of this group. Promoting through innovation the development of ecologically sustainable and economically profitable. We should always remember and keep in mind that the conservation of our environment and biodiversity has to be accompanied by support and development of the communities. A little bit like what were the motto of the G20, people, planet, and prosperity. So we have to put all 3 aspects of this care for our planet and for the environment. What is the scope of the aquaculture, and in particular the aquaculture technical group? Is that we are aiming at creating, as was many times underlined by especially our colleagues from the countries of the Southern Shore, we are aiming to create jobs, create revenues, to create opportunities to progress on the economical aspects and social promotion. On this same channel, another important area of action that the WestMED initiative took care of was the development and support to cooperation between maritime clusters. We created not a technical group because we should not talk about technicalities about clusters. Instead, we created an alliance of WestMED maritime cluster, which means that we are promoting clusters in the maritime sector, in the blue economy, to talk in the participating countries, to talk together, to to make a fusion of their ideas and create new cooperation avenues. We built on the cooperation agreement that the Italian and the Tunisian clusters signed few months ago, but we are trying to develop these ideas of cooperation between clusters along the whole Mediterranean, Western Mediterranean area. Not only that, because the WestMED initiative is open, is not a limited and closed initiative. It's open to the rest of the Mediterranean. We are opening to other partners and to other countries which can also participate in these efforts by taking well, the example and the lead, if we want, of what was accomplished by the WestMED initiative. Finally, as we discussed yesterday at the last meeting of the year of the steering committee, we also plan to move forward under the next Maltese and Libyan co-presidency on cooperation for the development of ocean literacy and blue skills, and identify opportunities to create accelerators also on sustainable tourism. So we have plenty of ideas. We are trying also to increasingly strengthen synergies with other Mediterranean initiatives and funds, for example, Interreg and strategies. We started to exchange ideas with USAIR and the Atlantic strategy as well, becoming a successful example of cooperation and as a catalyst for the development of the sustainable and blue economy. I tried, well, maybe more than the minutes I was allowed to.
I will.
To provide the highlights of the WestMED initiative. However, there is a single aspect that reveals how important it is, the context of cooperation in the Mediterranean. The countries of the southern shore of the Western Mediterranean demonstrated through their commitment in the steering committee and in the technical group, they resolve to play a creative role in the development of the blue economy in the sub-basin. And I thank very, very much, not only my colleagues for the steering committee, but also all the actors, stakeholders of the WestMED initiative who participate, especially now, today to the awards. I know that 40% of the participants project have come from the southern shore, from the countries of the southern shore. And it is very, very important. It is a promise for the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.